SHMACKEMAGOB people, what's up? I just came back from the Scorpions and I want to do a little review on it, but I gotta tell you, man, today was not a good day. We all have these really crappy days, and I didn't get no sleep last night because I got woken up like after 3 hours of sleep because I went to sleep way late last night. Something I ain't gonna bore you all with, personal stuff, and I had to go to the beach. I had to drive to my parents' house and take care of some stuff that sucks. So I went to the show with my friend Danny, and Danny, every time I go to the Hard Rock Casino with Danny, we go super early and we hang out. The Hard Rock's a great place to go just to hang out. So I had to be at his house by 3 o'clock. And, you know, it started raining on the beach. And, I mean, when it rains, it pours because the AC in my car broke today. It wasn't working. And then it started raining, so I had to drive in the rain with the windows up on a hot, muggy day. And then, trying to get to Danny's house by 3, and a train came. Here in Hialeah, there's this train that comes that, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's up to 30 minutes. Today it was like in the half, like 15. And it stopped raining. I had the windows open, but I wasn't feeling good. I was like, oh, something's... Well, you know, you got to remember, I mean, I'm a little stressed out with this thing that's happening, and plus no sleep. And then on top of that, being in a car with the windows open, and I mean, the windows closed and rain, and it was exhausting. So, I'm sorry, I'm going to get to the review soon. I'm just, you know, it's part of the story of the show, really, for me. So, I finally get to Danny's, and I'm not feeling well. I'm just not. And we get to the place, and I'm like, oh. And then I had to get something for a friend that I left in Danny's car. And when I went up there, it was so hot and muggy up there in the garage, which, by the way, Hollywood Hard Rock Casino, the parking is free. That's awesome. So I go up there, couldn't find my friend, and I just told him, go meet me downstairs. And just walking, I felt horrible. I'm like, oh, Mom, this ain't good. And I was sweating profusely, and I just didn't feel well. So I get in there, and it's nicely air-conditioned, the place. And I go in there, and I meet my friend. I give him this, and that. And I told him, I go, man, I'm just not feeling well. I mean, I just felt like crap. So I go to the bathroom, and I pretty much like wet my whole head in the sink. My face, my head, everything, because I was so sweaty. And I used paper, those little paper towels to dry myself. And then it's just, after I did that, I felt about 70% better. For like, you know, we were there super early. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I'm in front. In that picture, I'm feeling horrible. But somehow, you know, I pulled it off. And we're there super early. Nobody's there yet. And I pose in front of the entrance where it says Scorpions. Danny took the picture. So, then before I go in, I had to use the bathroom to do a number 2. And wow, after I did that number 2, it was, I suddenly felt good. I mean, I'm talking 100% better. So I went like a good 3 hours till showtime, really. No, more than that. No, it was like 4 hours. Feeling like crap, so I finally get it. And the Scorpions came out. And now I'm feeling perfect. And they opened with Gas in the Tank. I love that new album so much. And they played Make It Real. Yeah, not in order. I'm not saying these songs in order, but you know, they did Make It Real. They did The Zoo, Coast to Coast. my favorite song off the new album, Seventh Son. They did Peacemaker, Rock Believer, which are pretty much my favorite songs, except there is a song on there, one of my favorites on there they didn't play, which is Something with a Soul. Here, I wrote it here. And yeah, it was great. Then they did like an instrumental thing, killer drum solo. I'm leaving out a few songs, excuse me. Coming home now, I'm extremely tired though. I feel fine though, but I just feel like, wow, you know, I mean, what a day I've had. And you know, since the lack of sleep, of course I'm extremely tired, which after this video is uploaded, I bet you anything, I'm going to fall asleep before my head hits the pillow. So, I'll tell you the weird thing that happened to me during the show. I mean, they played an excellent set. Man, Klaus Meine, one of my favorite singers of all time. I think he's grossly underrated, which I think if he passes away, everybody will be like, you know, you'll see profile pictures of Klaus Meine. He doesn't get enough credit. And Matthias, or Matthias, I don't know how to pronounce it. I heard the people in the band call it Matthias. So, what a guitar player. And of course, Mickey D, monster drummer. In my opinion, best drummer. And something I noticed today, I was like, during the show, I was like, wow, you know what? This is the first time I've seen the Scorpions indoors since 1984 on the Love at First Sting tour. I did see the Scorpions on Animal Magnetism. They opened for Ted Nugent and Pat Travers, and I was like one of the only ones that knew Scorpions, because check this out. How crazy is this? I discovered the Scorpions in Germany. When I went with my parents to Germany to visit my brother in the Army, he had Love Drive, the album. That's how I discovered the Scorpions. They weren't played here, but I know by the time they played with Ted Nugent, they were playing the Zoo on the radio. That was indoors. Then the Sportatorium '84, second time I saw him. Then the next time I saw him was outdoors at the Monsters of Rock show at the Orange Bowl. After that, I didn't see many Scorpions, because I didn't really like anything after Love at First Sting. So the next time I saw them was when they opened for Motley Crue, and they completely destroyed Motley Crue. They were so amazing. And it was a horrible album they were promoting, Eye to Eye. And then after that, I saw them, and that was an amphitheater outdoors. Then I saw them in 2010 on the farewell tour at the Bayfront Amphitheater. And then today, and I noticed, I was like, wow, this is the first time I've seen the Scorpions inside, in 38 years. How insane is that? But anyway, they played a blistering set. And, even the songs I wasn't into, I got a good vibe during it. I don't know, maybe it's because I was feeling better from this horrible experience earlier. And, Winds of Change, Send Me an Angel, Tease Me, Please Me. I enjoyed them. No, songs I don't like. And I enjoyed them tonight. In the live setting, I don't know, there was a vibe. And they ended with Blackout and Big City Nights before the encores, and the encores was No One Like You and Rock You Like a Hurricane. Now here's the weird thing that happened. After they were done playing, and they were saying their goodbyes, they're up front doing the bows, I stood up. And a lot of people stood up. I was in the third level. We're all like clapping, but everybody around me was like, yeah, that was great. I started to cry. I'm such a girly man. I was crying because I was like, my God, am I ever going to see the Scorpions again? And what they mean to me? Not only Scorpions, all these legacy acts, am I ever going to see them again? And, I wasn't crying. My eyes got watery and I got a little emotional. But my review, it was an awesome show. It kicked ass. Shane Whitesnake canceled. But, you know, that's the way it goes. I mean, I bought my tickets to really see the Scorpions, but I would have loved to see Tommy Aldridge, because I'm a huge fan of that guy's playing. But that's my review. It was a weird day, man. And I'm sure, and you know, I'm very grateful I feel better now. Because honestly, I was a little worried there earlier today. You know, especially before I went into the bathroom, I was like, man, something ain't right. And I feel great. I feel awesome. You know, lack of sleep, stress, being in a car with an AC broken during rain with the windows up, and being stuck at a train for 15 minutes. Oh, that'll do it to almost anybody. Even me, superhuman me. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and make sure your AC's working in your car. That's my priority tomorrow. I'm getting that fixed. And stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And smack 'em a gob. Bang bang pizza skulls.